That September is National Baby Safety Month. So it starts Friday, yes. And for many first-time parents, it can really be overwhelming. All the questions, so many questions, and one couple who knows all too well about this experience, our very own sports anchor reporter Brad Galli and his beautiful wife Claire, who are new parents to baby Matthew.
Yeah.
We're so excited to have you, and we are also excited to have an expert with us to help kind of walk us through some of the big topics that a lot of people have with keeping babies happy and healthy. We have Dr. Jan Kaysen-Story from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. You're a pediatrician and medical director there. Thank you so much for being with us. We really appreciate it. First of all, how's baby Matthew?
He's good. He shot his breakfast up all over me, and I think a little bit on you too, so we're good.
A little spit up among friends is a beautiful thing. That's totally natural.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Right. So as new parents, what probably has been kind of the overwhelming big issue where you've had the most questions? Any one topic?
Clara?
I think mostly bed safety a little bit, of what to put in the bed.
That's a really good question because you go to these stores and all these cribs have all the ruffles and the pads and the pillows.
The Harry Potter stuffed animals.
There you go. Exactly. So what do you tell new parents?
And that is for you to come and buy the crib. That's why that's there.
Yeah.
That's why that's there. So the bottom line is, that's for you to buy the crib. So they all have different things in the crib so that you sort of get excited about the way it looks.
Yeah.
But the key is for the babies, there should be absolutely nothing in the crib at all. And the other thing I want to make sure that you know is those old drop-down side cribs that you borrow from maybe your parents or somebody else has, don't do those. Make sure you buy the newer ones that don't have this side drop-down.
Where the whole side panel
whole side panel comes down. Also, nothing in the crib. You want to make sure that there's just a tight sheet over a firm mattress and that the baby goes to sleep on his or her back to sleep, and you make sure that it's empty. So
how often do you check on baby Matthew while he's sleeping?
I think pretty often. We have a video monitor in our bedroom, so every time I roll over, I'm like, is he okay? What is he doing? So, like this morning, we heard him wrestle.
The other important things is to make sure the baby's in the room with you. I know they used to, back maybe a couple of years ago, say that the baby could be on his own or her own in another room. But it's really important for that baby to be with you in the room because there's an instinctual relationship between parents and the child. So if the child is in the same room in a crib, I know it's kind of hard sometimes to do that because they wake up and cry in the middle of the night. But you kind of know what's going on. You can listen to the breathing pattern, that sort of thing. The monitors are good, but there's nothing like just actual surveillance.
And how long should they be in the same room with you?
They can be in the same room with you up until 6 months. Some people keep their babies in the room up until a year or so. It's really kind of up to you and your discussion with your pediatrician what you're comfortable with. But the key is you want to really keep an eye. Obviously, we're worrying about SIDS. So we want to make, that's one of the reasons why we don't want.
Death syndrome.
Right, absolutely. I'm sorry, I should have said that. But you want to make sure that there's no pillows, anything that could suffocate the child or block their ability to breathe. That's why we don't want anything in the crib.
And I did want to mention, and we were talking in the break, Brad, you had a question about being outside.
He likes to party, yeah. I mean, he likes to go outside. When we're outside, he likes to join us. And every time we're out there, it's, put a hat on him, put some shade on him. How much should we be conscious of the sun?
Just, you know what, he likes to be outside, and that's wonderful for him to be out. And, pretty much any weather, but you really do have to wear protective clothing, particularly in the sun, sort of light protective clothing, and you really want to have him under shade. So if he's in a stroller, if the stroller has a top that sort of blocks that sun from being directly on his skin, a floppy hat is really good. Not a floppy hat, but a hat.
A hat helps.
Protects
Speaking of skin, and another segue here, Claire, you had a question about breakouts? Or?
Yeah, he's got some bumps and red bumps all over his cheeks, and just wondering how long that'll last, what it is.
Not uncommon. I wouldn't get worried about it. It comes and goes. Some babies have it a little bit more than others. Some require a trip to the dermatologist. But you know your baby better than anyone because you see your baby every day. So you kind of monitor it. Likely it'll go away, not going to be a big deal.
Great advice. Dr. Kaysen-Story, you can get more information from your website?
From our website, bcbsm.com.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Line.
Wonderful. Claire, Brad, congratulations.
You got a full diaper if you want to.
Thank you
so much.
They keep giving.
Yes, say yes.
Baby Matthew, live here in the studio. Such a treat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank
again.
you.
We'll be right back. Isn't that great? Oh, little buddy.